What's up you guys, my name is Josh, welcome back to another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at another Ultra Monster. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Ultra Monster 500 series, Gomora. Gomora first appeared in the original Ultraman series and he appeared in episodes 26 and 27. I believe the name of the episode was The Prince of Monsters Parts 1 and 2. I'm not 100% on that, but whatever. Gomora will also make later appearances. His next appearance would be in the movie The Six Ultramen vs. the Monster Army in 1974, and he would later reappear in an episode of Ultraman 80, but he was dubbed down to Gomora 2. Long story short, they both have nothing to do with each other. Gomora is like such an interesting creature. He kind of gives you a little bit of a Godzilla vibe, but not really. He does have a very unique design. He is pretty cool. And of course, due to how popular he is, as his most recent appearance was in Ultraman Rube episode 20. I hope I got that right. I believe it was episode 20. It's been a while. So of course it only makes sense that Bandai should of course make a figure of him. So of course, allow me to show off the tag. Of course, this is number 2. As you can see here, you got a nice little picture of him right here. See, Gomora, the Bandai logo. My logo's a little bit scratched up there, but it's alright. Here is compared to Alien Bolton's tag, as you can see, just to give you a little bit of a comparison. Of course, the same as, you know, the situation is. You got not much on the inside, and the back is always the same. So of course, let us take a look at the figure. As always, the painting and sculpting on the figure is always on point. I mean, this is, you know, specifically for this creature, he's very nicely painted. Like, I'm very surprised with how nice the paint job is. I mean, you got like the nice dry airbrush in the back here. Of course, they painted the nails too very nicely. If my camera could catch it, you can see, got a little bit of a scratch there, but that's alright. I really do like the molding too of the figure. A nice bumpy texture right there. It's kind of, you know. You can see here. And of course you got the bottom of the feet right here. Oh, and for some of you wondering, if you see like the little spike here, and you're probably thinking, oh, it's Bandai being lazy again, huh? Well, funny enough, it's actually meant to be unpainted, so that part, you know, that part doesn't need any necessary paint. Paint is clean. I mean, at least on mine, of course. As you can see here. So, of course, let's go over a little bit of the articulation. As you can obviously tell, Gomora does have a lot more articulation than some of the other Bandai figures. The arms move all the way. Mine does have a little bit of a tightness to it. The tail can move all the way too. The tail moves all around. As you can see. His head can also move, but it mostly moves kind of, you know, with a little bit of swift. The head does move all the way. The waist does move, but personally I don't suggest moving it that much because on mine it's really tight, as you can see. Like, you know, I don't want to damage the figure. I mean, he's really nice. Although I do have to warn you guys, for some of these Bandai figures, sometimes they'll do like a little bit of a glue seal. And basically what that is, if I take a comparison, I have Zeton right here, who I do plan on reviewing for my next review. As you can see, it looks like he has waist articulation, and it looks like that you can move it, but you actually can't. You cannot move his waist. On this one you can, but that's only because he does not have the glue seal. And I have to warn you guys, some of these figures don't have the glue seal. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It kind of depends, really. It is kind of odd, but it's not really worth complaining. I mean, hey, at least you get a little bit of extra articulation, even though you won't really need it. It depends on your motives, I guess, on your playtime. So, of course, allow me to do a size comparison. Here he is, of course, compared to Ultraman. Now, of course, like I mentioned in my last video when I was reviewing Alien Bolton, Sometimes the size isn't always going to be accurate. I mean, that's one of sort of the main problems that I have with this toy line, that sometimes the figures are not really properly aligned as much as they should. So for an example, Gomora, he's a little bit tall. I mean, he's pretty close. He's supposed to be like a lot more bigger, but they kind of, size them down a little bit. Like I say, I don't have a problem with it, but some people might. I just thought I'd kind of mention it because, I don't see people really review these figures a lot. I seen like YouTubers, like long toys, who has reviewed these figures, but not a lot of people really do it. And it's really good to always do like a size comparison too, because you're going to be seeing that a lot with the monsters. The Ultramen, that you don't have to worry about. I mean, almost all of them are at least the same height. The monsters, it's going to be a different situation every time. Let me, of course, compare him to Alien Bolton, just to kind of get you a nice little quick idea. If I could fit him into frame. As you can see here, yeah, he doesn't want to work with me today, as you can see here. And you know what? Why not? Let's put Zedon in the mix. I mean, I'm gonna review him next anyway, so I might as well, right? Even Zedon is taller than Gomora, which I mean, I think it's pretty good, but just to give you guys the idea of what you're getting. Since this figure does give off the appeal of Godzilla a little bit, of course it only makes sense that I compare him to them too. Here he is compared to the Bandai Creations 1954 Godzilla. Here he is with the movie Monster Series Burning Godzilla. And last but not least, the 2014 Godzilla. And in case you're wondering, no, sadly I do not have the 2019 version. I only have the 2014 version. And in case you're wondering, yes, I do plan on reviewing him pretty soon, actually. Yee. Look at this dick's face. Come on. Come on. Come on. So, of course, that ends our review of Gomora. Next time, I will review Zedon. And after that, I'm debating if I might review maybe Alien Mephiles, or if I might review the 2014 Bandai Godzilla figure. So, of course, until then, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.